exactly.
Yeah, so
like
you can
post-millennial.
illegally buy heroin on the corner and then walk into a safe space where they're going to give you a clean needle and a iodine or an alcohol kit for your point of injection. Okay. And by the way, the opioid antagonist in modern parlance, that's like an EpiPen. Like when people have allergies, and you have to carry the EpiPen. Like if a child with peanut butter or a bee sting, it's a big adult version of that. Oh, you're the guy's having an overdose. Hit him with the
Narcan, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Similar. Exactly right. Hit him with that. So it's shocking to me. This is really shocking. Why would we help to perpetuate someone's situation with such a drug like heroin? And Bad Brown is the hardest to kick, as they refer to heroin.
This is what they call their so-called harm reduction policies, isn't it? Have you guys read
But where's the methadone of helping these people maybe to get off it back to some other place?
Yeah. No. Have you guys read San Francisco?
No.
By Michael Schellenberger. Have you read that book?
I've not read it, but I've seen a lot of the stuff he does.
Yeah, I'd really recommend reading that book because I went to California for the first time in my life in 2019, and I was shocked by LA and San Francisco. I saw stuff in those two cities I'd never seen anywhere else in any city in my entire life. And this is 2019, and stuff in many ways has worsened since then. But those places they're not normal. My mind was blown. I was so confused. I was in San Francisco for a week, and I was like I was like informally interviewing Uber drivers and everyone, just like, what is going on in the city? Why is it like this? I mean, I remember being out there, and I was in a park. It was 8 p.m. on a Saturday, and there were like 20 people just shooting heroin in the park behind me, just casually. I've never seen that before. Just out there in the open, people are walking past, going out to clubs, going to restaurants and whatever. It's just people doing heroin. I was like, this is not normal. And then I was so intrigued by it, and I got led to this book, and I was reading about it and the history and why the policies are like this and so on. So this does not surprise me in the slightest. But it's insane. These places, I've described California as a beautiful place run by complete idiots. I think it's run by complete crazy people with no grasp on reality. And it's sad. It's sad because San Francisco is a beautiful city architecturally. Yeah. Weather in LA is fantastic. Like, these are cool places, but the policies are just nuts on so many levels, and they just keep getting worse. It's almost like they're trying to drive people out.
And I was also in San Francisco in 2018, 2019, and I was with my girlfriend at the time. And we checked into our hotel. Cool. We were so excited. We drove from LA, did the 101 highway up in California. Did the drive. Big Sur. If you ever drive through Big Sur, it is ridiculous. Talk about gorgeous. Forget about it. And then we get to San. We're so excited. It's the New York City of the West. It's like, and we checked in a hotel, and we asked the bellhop or the person at the front desk which way to go. They go, definitely don't walk that way.
Yeah.
Like, because it's nighttime, don't go that way, go this way. Even that way, long story short, my girlfriend, she's like, dude, we get like, what the fuck is this city? Get me out of here. I go, we're here for 4 days. Let's give it some time. We'll stay up tomorrow. And we went to like Fisherman's Wharf, and it was actually really nice. Yeah. But there are parts of it that are absolutely insane.
Fourth world.
Disgusting. Yeah. Like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah.
And that's the most expensive city to live in America, New York and San Francisco. So it's like there's this ridiculous, profound wealth because of the big tech and everything that's gone in Silicon Valley. And then there's just this disgustingness that's happening in the underbelly, and not even so much the underbelly because it's out there in the streets. It's in the center, but it's just like this backwards thing. And on the surface, even this story is disgusting. All right, so I can come in and do heroin professionally. What a mature way to do heroin. And I've lost some friends to overdose, whether it's opioids, whether it's this kind of crazy stuff. And I'm trying to wrap my head around why they would implement policies like this. Yeah. And the only thing that I can really come up with is the fact that, well, these people are going to do it anyway. Yeah. So if they're trying to prevent deaths and overdoses and sharing disgusting needles, and if people are going to do it anyway, why not allow them to do it in a safe space? Now, I'm not an advocate of heroin or pills or overdosing, but there must be some methodology to the madness.
Yeah, I think it's kind of people on the kind of far left progressives can have this type of almost like toxic compassion. It's the opposite of tough love. They're completely opposed to tough love, right? It's this, but it's to the. You ever seen those programs where someone weighs like 600 pounds or 700, and their mom is still feeding them? Why are you feeding? Because I love him. I care for him. Right? Like they're so unwilling to enact anything that is just like, look, you can't do this. So it's so permissive that it ends up being destructive.
Yes.
Right. And,
I actually fully agree with you.
Yeah, it's the same. They've done it, with the shoplifting, right? You can shoplift up to $900 or cause criminal damage up to $900, and it's not a felony, right? Or the way that they have the tents and the people just injecting or whatever. As long as you're not, physically assaulting someone.
But here's what I'm going to ask you guys. I want to ask you guys this question. So tell me this policy of creating a safe space for heroin addicts to go use heroin. I want to hear from who the hell says what an honorable thing to do. Like, be the devil's advocate and don't think logically. Okay? And go to the person that says that maybe they lost somebody to heroin. Or like, who's going to say, man, what a great idea. Sell me that. Can you even do that? Like, do you understand what I'm asking? Like,
I think I do.
Okay, so how do you
know,
sell that?
I think I know how they come from it. I think there's two perspectives. There's the number one. This is where I'm not. this is one thing where I'm not sure. I don't think the libertarian thought process really works on this one. But number one is the whole your body, your choice. You're not hurting it. You're not hurt as long as you're not hurting anybody else. You should have the right, and it should be legal for you to consume whatever you want, put whatever you want into your body. So there's that libertarian approach of just like, well, that's up to you, should have nothing to do with the government, so on. And then there's the more progressive side, which I believe they call these they call these policies harm reduction, which is, as you alluded to, people are going to do this anyway. So it is safer for them to be using clean needles and to have some staff in case they overdose and people who know how to use Narcan and so on. They're going to do it anyway. So it's better for them to do it in this type of environment.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.